While most Americans are drowning in debt, stressing about rent, and praying groceries don't get more expensive, the 1% are playing a completely different financial game. They're turning life insurance into private banks, flipping paintings for tax refunds, using poor neighborhoods as tax shelters. And the darkest part? None of it is illegal, just unavailable to everyone else. Today, you'll see 10 bizarre investment strategies the ultra-wealthy use to grow their money, while the middle class sinks further into the system that was never built for them. The 1% don't invest to get rich. They invest to stay untouchable. These aren't normal investments. These are shadow strategies used by people who refuse to play the same game as everyone else. And number 7? That one explains why the wealth gap can never close. Strategy 1. Life insurance banking. Most people think life insurance pays out when you die. The 1% use it while they're alive. They overfund whole life policies, borrow against the cash value, and pay themselves low interest instead of paying banks 20%. Taxes? None. Paper trail? Minimal. This is how wealthy families quietly transfer generational wealth without touching the IRS. This is only the entry-level cheat code. Strategy 2. Art arbitrage and luxury loopholes. To the rich, art isn't decoration. It's a tax strategy wearing a frame. Buy a painting for $100,000. Get a friendly appraiser to value it at $500,000. Donate it. Write off the inflated number. They turn donations into profits legally. Watches, wine, rare cars, Pokémon cards. These aren't hobbies. They're unreportable assets that quietly multiply while escaping IRS visibility. Some billionaires store millions in art vaults, inside countries where the tax code can't touch them. Strategy 3. Farmland. The quiet empire. Billionaires are buying farmland for one reason: control. Farmland earns tax exemptions, generates profit, and appreciates during inflation. While the average person feels food prices rise, the wealthy earn money from those price increases. This isn't an investment. It's a monopoly on survival. And farmland is only the first asset they're using to control basic human needs. Strategy 4. Tax liens. Profiting from collapse. When a struggling homeowner can't pay property taxes, the wealthy step in, not to help, but to profit. They buy the tax lien. The homeowner must pay them back at 18 to 36% interest. If they can't, the investor can take their house. Legally. The middle class calls it cruel. The wealthy call it yield. And some investors buy entire portfolios of suffering. Strategy 5. Borrow. Don't sell. The securities cheat code. The 1% almost never sell their stocks. Selling would trigger taxes. And taxes are the enemy. Instead, they borrow against their portfolios at 2 to 4% interest. That borrowed money becomes their income. They live tax-free, then die, and the tax bill disappears with a step-up in basis. This is how billionaires pay near-zero income tax. And this loophole is expanding into crypto portfolios too. Strategy 6. Private placements. The locked door. The highest return investments in the world, private equity. Hedge funds, syndications are illegal for most Americans to access. You need to be an accredited investor. A fancy way of saying, only the rich are allowed to get richer. Returns? 15 to 30% yearly. Guaranteed access? Only for the wealthy. This is where generational wealth multiplies exponentially, and everyone else is locked out. Strategy 7. Conservation easements. Legalized alchemy. Buy land for $1 million. Claim it could have been a $10 million development. Promise not to develop it. Write off $10 million. That's not a deduction. That's financial illusion. The IRS knows. But the wealthy hire lawyers to structure these deals so precisely that stopping them becomes nearly impossible. Some wealthy families eliminate entire decades of taxes with this one trick. Strategy 8. Opportunity zones. Gentrification with a tax refund. Opportunity zones were sold as a way to help poor communities, but they became something else. A tax-free playground for wealthy developers. Sell a stock for $1 million profit. Put it into an opportunity zone project. Wait 10 years. Pay zero taxes on the gains. Meanwhile, original residents get displaced. But the investors walk away wealthier. This is becoming the new blueprint for urban takeover. Strategy 9. Longevity investing. Buying more life. The wealthy aren't investing to retire. They're investing to live longer than everyone else. Anti-aging labs, gene editing, cellular rejuvenation. To a billionaire, the best investment is time. while average Americans struggle to afford insulin. The 1% are trying to live to 150, and if they succeed, the wealth gap becomes permanent. Strategy 10. Shadow banking. The loophole nobody talks about: family offices, offshore accounts, shadow banks. This is where the real power hides. The ultra-wealthy create their own private banking systems, completely outside the traditional financial world. They move money across borders, shield assets, hide wealth, and operate in total legal darkness. This is the system designed to ensure the rich can never fall. The final reality: the wealthy don't outwork anyone. They outleverage everyone. They use tools the middle class never learns about. They access deals regular people aren't allowed to enter. They operate inside a financial system that was engineered for one thing: to extract from the bottom and compound at the top. The American dream doesn't reward hard work. It rewards access. And the people with access built the system to keep it that way.